What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Fullthrottle Auto. My name is Harris, and today we are going to be changing up my headlight bulbs. Currently, I'm running LEDs, and we're going to stick with LEDs. But today, I'm going to take a look at these SEALIGHT LED lighting. Looks like it's the S1 edition or S1 series that I found on Amazon. Let's take a look to see how these perform. This is my 2014 Honda Accord LX. Ever since I've gotten it, I've done a few mods. One of those mods is including lighting. Of course, I did the taillights, which I love, but then of course I changed all the regular lights in the front to LEDs. I've had the last fit LEDs for the last 3 years, and now I'm going to be switching over to these new SEALIGHT to see if they maybe are a little better. All right, so here's the package, and it's actually packaged pretty nicely from Amazon. I am kind of impressed by it. Obviously, we're just gonna take them out real quick just to see how they look before we put them in. Yep. We got a little bit of, looks like some kind of adhesive and zip ties, which is very nice. And then, of course, we have the actual LEDs here. Now, this is a little interesting. So my previous ones, oh wow. Well, I didn't realize we were gonna get 4 of them. So that's interesting. My previous ones were, they had a heat sink like this, but they also have a fan. Those are the ones that are on the car right now. However, I don't remember them having this kind of resistor piece. So that is interesting that that is there. It looks like we got 4 in the package. I was not aware we were gonna get 4. I'm just making sure. So these are model HB11, H8, or H9. Same for this one, where this one's 9005 HB3. So it looks like you get 2 of the HB11 and 2 of the HB3 or 9005. That's very interesting that they provide both those models in this kit. The reason I say that is because these, usually you get 2, obviously, as you do, and they'll be the ones that you ordered. I ordered for the HB11 because that's what the 9th Gen Accord runs. I did not expect to also get these, which, in all honesty, I have no idea what I'm going to use those on. But hey, I have them. We'll see what I can utilize them with. But regardless, now we have this kit. And so going back to what I was talking about, mine have the fan, this one do not. With the fan, you can't hear it running when you're, of course, it's sitting at a light. You first turn on the car, it's just idling. Normally, obviously, if you don't have an exhaust, all that's going to play in effect. So you can hear them running, but it's, to me, it's not a big problem. I don't care, but I can definitely see how some people might be annoyed by it or not happy with the noise and so on. But like I said, for me, I wasn't too interested. The reason I got these as a replacement has nothing to do with the fan. It's just simply the old ones seem like they're, after 3 years, being dim. They're just not, they don't seem as bright as they used to be. Now, granted, it's been 3 years, so I gotta give them props. With these, though, we are upping a little bit on the actual lumens on how much is actually gonna be there. So I believe my current setup is 7,600 lumens for the set, where these are 13,000. I wonder if it says it on the box. I can't remember exactly. They are 6K, by the way. So according to their listing, these are 6K white with 13,000 lumens for brightness. I guess we'll be the judge of that, because I'm having a hard time believing, because it's so small, and I feel like my other ones are significantly bigger, to believe that this has more lumens than the other ones. But without without further ado, let's go ahead and get installing these. This is a pretty easy procedure. I do use gloves when handling bulbs. I don't know why. It's just something I'm used to from basic bulbs or halogen or whatever. I've just been used to the oils on your hands can burn those out pretty quickly. So I've been used to wearing gloves, so I do it even with LEDs. All right, so the ones right here, very simple. That's the high beam, that's the low beam. The high beam and the low beam actually use the exact same ones, so that's that. So that one's there, and then of course this one's here. They're both on the outer edge. They should be pretty easy to get to. So that's kind of what's funny to me. As you guys can see here, this is definitely a significantly bigger item, but yet somehow this has more brightness than this. I'm wondering now if that was a misprint. Oh, and also I was correct. As you can see, this just has a regular plug. I believe that's due to this having a fan and this not, so that's why this resistor is here. Also as well, when installing these in your car, I don't want to forget to mention this, you want the bulbs to be sitting on each side. You don't want it to be sitting like this when you have it mounted in. If it's sitting like that, the beam's going to shoot upwards, and that's not what you want. So you want it when you plug it in, this is how it's sitting. All right, that's in the proper way. I'm gonna plug this into the harness. And now before we do anything else, no, I didn't unplug the battery. That's probably a dumb decision, but it is what it is. Let's see. And there it is. I can't say that it looks brighter than that side, but we will find out. This one can be a pain just because you do have the battery here. So this can be a little annoying, but also because not just the battery, but the intake too. So it is sometimes hard to reach. Go counterclockwise to unhook. Oh, that's tough. Just to make sure. I'm not gonna stare at it. There it is. Just wanted to make sure that it came on. Whew. Okay, it is on there. Now, the resistors usually will get hot, which is interesting that they provided a pad to put on. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie it to this hole, and that should at least hold it up so it's not sitting on any plastics. It'll do for now. Yeah, we'll keep it like that for now. I just want to test them out, and then I'll kind of work on fixing that a little bit later. Okay, so I have this one on there too. It'll move a little bit, but I got some multiple zip ties to go all the way around. It's just hanging there, should be all right. It shouldn't make any crazy noise. Once again, if I'm not concerned about it right now, I'll get back to it. Now that it's in there, let's go see how it compares to the old ones. All right, this is the before. So this is what the last fits. There's 7,600 lumens, I believe. And we are right now driving through a neighborhood just to kind of see what they alone look like. Now I always pull up to this one particular fence because it's about, I don't know, maybe 100 feet. And this could kind of tell you how much of the lighting you can kind of get on a white wall. And here's just a little bit more with me turning off the lights and turning them back on just so you can see the difference between on and off. And then of course with the brights. We are on the new SEALIGHT LEDs. Same as the first ones, we're going through the same street. Now we're pulling up to that same wall that we did in the first ones, and compared to the last fit versus the SEALIGHT, and we can take a look here. And now once again showing you with the SEALIGHTs between on and off, and of course we're also gonna check out the brights. That's the video. I don't know what else to tell you. How happy I am? How happy am I with the purchase? Not terrible, considering you get 4 light bulbs or two sets of different bulbs. That's pretty good for the price. Are they 13,000 lumens? I don't think so. They are brighter than my old ones, but then again, my old ones are 3 years old, so they most likely are dimmed a little bit, like I said they are. So they're definitely not 13,000 lumens, but they are looking brighter than the last one, so I guess that's a bonus. So that being said, that's a little unfortunate. I was expecting a little bit of a brighter light. Now I know there's people out there, oh, what do you want to blind people? No, that's the point of projectors. They're supposed to not blind people. If the bulb's put in correctly, they are supposed to beam in the correct direction. I'm not using my brights consistently to blind people. Just don't stare directly at the light. But would I recommend them? Yeah, I mean, I definitely would. I would like to see what else is out there, if there is brighter ones. You know, unfortunately, these claim they were 13,000, almost certainly not 13,000, maybe between all the bulbs put together, but not 13,000 for the 2 bulbs. But that's it for my video. That's all I got. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.